Hello people, welcome back. This is our second redo review, as you could tell by the title, and today we're going to be reviewing the Godzilla 1972 S.H.Monsterarts, aka one of my favorite figures, because it's really just that good. Now this figure here, I really like it, obviously, and it's good to make it the second redo review. When I first I got this one at G-Fest, actually. I think my first ever G-Fest, I got him there, and I was so excited to get him because I genuinely wanted him so much when I saw him. So it was good to see him at G-Fest. He was a newer release at the time. That was like 2 years ago. So it's good to have this figure and it's still good and, you know, up and running, and it still works great. And yeah, now for some reason not many people really like the head sculpt of this Godzilla. They actually get I've seen lots of people who get like custom heads for this one, but I think it's pretty alright. It's still very obviously Godzilla. He's just a little wonky, but he can still look intimidating, kind of. You put him like this. I just think this figure is amazing. So let's start with the articulation. Hooray! Now starting at the head, its mouth can open and close as seen here, and it's also like wonky, so sometimes he may look like wow, yeah, like that, but overall I think it's a pretty good jaw movement for this Godzilla. He can open his mouth pretty wide. He can look down this much, which is pretty good. He can look up this much. See? He can look up that much, which isn't too good, but you know, it's alright. He can bend his head side to side. Neck articulation's actually pretty good besides, you know, looking up. Go around, and he can look side to side. His arms, they can bend or rotate full 360. They go out about that much. The elbow bend, that's really good actually. We're just not going to talk about that. Technical difficulty. Anyway, as I was saying, it's actually really good. Like, you can get him to do a T-pose if you want. This is just insanely goofy. And his, it kind of bends, it like rotates here a little bit, and here. And his hands move, as, you know, of course they would, why wouldn't they? I think they're on a ball joint in there. Bro. Alright, in the history of me having this figure, that has never happened. Alright. Getting to the torso, he can go down about that much, which is also pretty good, I would say. Look at that. I reckon he can go a bit further. Yep. Look at that. And it's all like flush too, like the texture keeps on going. And obviously he doesn't go back much, but you know, that's not that big of a deal. And he can go side to side, kind of. Oh. Bro, what did I do? And it swivels side to side. Yep. You know, I feel like that's the part where the articulation's like the most limited, but it's still pretty good. Alright. The legs go out that much, and they rotate about this much. I don't feel like making them go all the way around, but you know, you can get some pretty good kicking with that. Knee bends. It also kind of swivels there too, if you can see. And the foot articulation. Overall, this, you know, standard Godzilla foot articulation. And the tail is, I feel like, one of the best parts of this figure. It is so articulated. Look at that. Can you believe that? You can get it into all different shapes and like positions. Look at that. That's just so cool. I feel like for this figure. And yeah, articulation gets like a solid 9 out of 10 for me. I really do like this figure. And I feel like this is one of the S.H.Monsterarts best releases as of recent years. Yay! Let's look at his part. Alright, starting at the head. You know, decent. Not even decent, it's great. The inside of the mouth is like basically how you'd expect it to be. The gums and the teeth are painted perfectly. He's given kind of a green wash or like brush over his entire body, which makes him look like a, you know, like a lizard, but also makes him look like the suit, I feel. Sorry, I'm still very sniffly. But there's still that, you know, Godzilla charcoal black there that you can still see. His back plates are painted a very nice shiny silver, which I feel like is kind of unique to this Godzilla figure. I mean, there's another Showa Godzilla figure coming up. I don't think I'm going to be getting that one, but I'll look out for it at G-Fest. Yeah. Also, I never like noticed, but his eyes are also kind of painted a little bit on this figure. I always thought they were kind of just pitch black, but they are a bit brown. Yep. His fingies are painted perfectly. You know, normal looking nails, and so are his feet. Yep, and they also kind of have like a green going around them. And yeah, paint gets a 10 out of 10 for me, really. And the sculpt. Obviously, the sculpt is amazing. I don't really have many critiques with it besides, like, you know, the head, you know, obviously. It's really good. I like the way the back plates are molded and stuff. And the tail, like, this, like, the body just looks good in general. Everything about this figure is good. The sculpt gets 9 out of 10. There isn't much to say about it, it's just good. Onto his accessories, and he only comes with that. A battle damaged head from when he fights Gigan. So we can just look at that here. It's all bloodied and battered up, which I'm surprised they did for this figure. It's really good, and everything about this head sculpt is basically the same besides the scar. And the scar looks like fresh, and it looks like actually indented into the figure. So what you want to do to replace this is just be careful. I recommend doing it really close to the base, kind of bend it off a bit, then just pop it right in. Pop. There you go. Battle damaged Godzilla. I would say the difference is pretty major. I think this one has more green over its eyebrows and its nose than this one. Yeah, definitely. But they both articulate the same, and they both look great. What? Accessory gets a 9 out of 10. I don't think you really needed more, really. Maybe an atomic breath piece would be nice, but, you know, it's good. He's like approximately like 6 1/4 inches tall. Yeah. 6 1/4 inches. He's a pretty tall figure, but he's also pretty small compared to, you know, Hayatoys and a lot of other Godzilla figures. But this is like baseline height for Godzillas. Here he is next to the Ultraman Zero S.H. Figuarts New Generation Stars version. G-Quax, I think that's its name. Gundam model kit next to it. and the NECA Gypsy Danger. Overall, this figure is perfect if you want a base Godzilla figure that has good articulation, paint, and sculpt, and is overall just like a good quality figure. Then this is the figure for you. I do really recommend it, and yeah, subscribe. End video.